What's Popino? What's Popino? Yo, definitely shout out to my man, Big Unique Harlem. Go check him out, subscribe, man. He got the Outpo promo plus a host of other shit. You know what I'm saying? He got the dress interview, he got the Info Minds interview. Go check him out, man. It's a real one. 26 years, you know what I'm saying? Little guy from the streets. He's connecting with the people and he just trying to deliver messages, man. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times journalists like to ask all the wrong questions just for ratings and views. He's giving people the real deal. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to Unique, man. Shout out to real information. You know what I'm saying? Ain't about flip flopping and all that other craziness. You know what I'm saying? King Noble was popping. Um, Today's segment, I got the scarf on and all this other shit. I gotta go to work in a little while. Um, it's about the Skane Dolla interview on QueensFlip. Very interesting. It was dope, man. Definitely shout out to Skane Dolla. Shout out to Flip the Script, you know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to Flip the Script. One day they reposted one of my videos. Definitely gotta shout them out, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So my man, right? Exactly. Shout out to Skane Dolla, you know what I'm saying? Now, the reason why I touched on this because QueensFlip Act Seas was popping. King Noble's in the building. Skane Dolla, QueensFlip was asking me questions, and he asked me a good question about the Hardknock Life tour. Now, Hardknock Life. The first time I seen Jay-Z perform on stage was the No Way Out tour. He opened up for Puff, and they happened to open up in Albany, New York, first city. Jay-Z was on the second album. They came on stage full of bulletproof vests. And, it was probably like 300 people in the opening up. Jay left the tour. This is the second album. This is Jay-Z when he was on the second album. This is when he's officially on Def Jam. He went back to the drawing board. 4 months later, him and Ja Rule, the Mill, got their song of the year out. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the history. Hardknock Life. Boom. So now I'm telling you with Jay. That's why I give Jay credit. He left a tour from the beginning to regroup, make his third album, which became a classic. When it went 4 or 5 million records. So now he creates a tour. But at the time when Jay hot, DMX is hot too. That's a fact what Skane said. DMX was like the god. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he was the Don Moves motivational speaker, or any nigga in the street. We was on go. When you heard X Get At Me Dog or Rough Rider Anthem or Stop Being Greedy or just a host of other shit, we was losing our mind out here. You know what I'm saying? I know you dudes is watching, hit the like button. So I know you dudes is watching. Now, I'm going to tell you to go back to BackStage. You're going to hear the argument. Now, QueensFlip asked him a question about the Hardknock Life tour and Dame Dash situation with Clue. It's true. Clue do what the fuck he want to do. You know what I'm saying? On his time. But if you watch BackStage, you will notice there's a conversation between them about after parties. And he's arguing with J-Man Tone Capone. Because Tone Capone was supposed to be doing the after parties for Rockefeller. The Rockefeller after parties. So the first city. Because now I'm gonna tell my involvement with this. My cousin, who's in the picture, she's a big promoter. He was a big promoter in Albany, New York. No, I would say big. He's been in the promotion game since 1991. On the last Bad Boy reunion tour, he was Black Rob. If you was on the tour, you seen him. He was him and my man D from Jeff, East Harlem. They was co-managing Black Rob. You know what I'm saying? On that last reunion tour. But my cousin was like big in Albany, New York. Like, you know how Russell was doing Def Comedy Jam? he would bring them up to Albany. But it's weird because I remember when he bought the Uptown. If you watch the 25th anniversary of Jeff Comedy Jam, they mentioned the Uptown Comedy Club circuit. And that's the circuit that my cousin had brought up to Albany. Word, Flex and all of them, you know what I'm saying? Flex, Casey Morgan. So you guys salute them. These guys came from nothing and made something of their lives through this entertainment industry. But back to the story. So I'll give you a backstory of my cousin. He's a promoter, whatever the case may be. So one of D&Y's sisters went to a school called SUNY Albany. And she happened to be cool with my cousin. So since DMX and the Loxton was on the tour, she asked him, yo, can I do after parties? Like, I get permission to come through? Like, you don't care. Back then, DJ iRock was the Lox show DJ. DJ iRock was down with Bad Boy. DJ iRock was Alicia Keys' show DJ. DJ iRock was Cassidy's show DJ. You know what I'm saying? Him and the Swiss Beats was real tight. Rough Riders. Talking about Rough Riders was Rough Riders. You're talking about when Swift Beats had Jigga, my nigga, and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Jigga was my motherfucking name. We're talking about this era of Rough Riders. Drag on. You know what I'm saying? DMX, the dog. Get at me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is how I met Wise Brim. Now, Wise Brim was on the tour. You know what I'm saying? He was with Rob Love and them. They're doing street promos. Him and the Brim. Him and a couple of hats. They were doing street promotion. But, you know what I'm saying? So he was on the tour. So in certain cities, they was flooding them. So they was about the tour bus and all other shit. You know what I'm saying? Facts. You know what I'm saying? Jaguar was a beast. So now we're going into the after party. Shout out to Skane Dolla, you know what I'm saying? Because he was there, day one, you know what I'm saying? My cousin had got a club called Pagliarossi. It used to be across the street from the Pepsi Arena, which is known as the Pepsi Arena. Clue in them, Rockefeller, they had got the brew house. The brew house had like 3 floors. It was crazy. DMX came through our party because, you know, Rough Riders showing love to his people. Locks came through, you know, people with the Rough Riders. Now, the first after party, they took off. You know what I'm saying? It worked. Everything he said about Meth and Red was a fact. These dudes was opening up, packing the arena by the time they opened up. Because by the time he got to Buffalo, the joint was locked. Because Meth and Red, you know, they got mad energy. They had a hit out. They had hits, and those two collaborated well. To my cousin, to his win was every place else upstate, he was able to get the hottest clubs because he's part of a fraternity. You know what I'm saying? So his frat brothers would put him on what's the hot spot, and he would beat them to the punch and get the hot spot. He had got a hot spot in Syracuse, hot spot in Buffalo, and that's where the last issue was at in Buffalo when Dame Dash was telling Clue, "Yo, I'm not shouting out the after party on the mic. You need to do that." Yeah, that was us. We had pulled up to the spot. Now there's certain niggas I'm not gonna name, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Dude, I gotta salute dudes. Certain dudes that was playing security, not really security, just gooning for Jay. That seen pulled up in that Buffalo club that night are in great positions with Rock Nation right now. Not rappers, they're civilian dudes. Dudes that your whole purpose is hands and feet, choke them out, kick them in the face. These are some official cats. You know what I'm saying? One is an ambassador for that liquor they got. You know what I'm saying? In Atlanta. If I said if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm saying. He was there. Like those are Jay's mans. Like the goon side. Like they came through and what's going on? Yeah, boom. You know what I'm talking about exactly. He pulled up. Yep, he pulled up. You know what I'm saying? See, you know exactly. I ain't gotta say so many names. Y'all know. Once I start saying the situation, y'all know he pulled up. Him and like 6 craps. Like, yo, what's up? Y'all gotta give us something, because they was like the tour thing. So they had to sit down, and mutual parties agreed it's just a Rockefeller thing. We're not doing after parties any other act that's here. We're not doing the Wu-Tang after party. We're not doing a Rough Rider joint. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, man. D and Y, those were real cats, because they wasn't even like looking at that like that. They just looking at it like I'm putting money in my sister's pocket. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you know when the smoke cleared, but I'm gonna tell you that's how I met DMX. See, I knew the Locks because of IROC. Because my cousin was cool with IROC. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I've been cool with IROC since IROC was, when I was going to Lock shows when they was the Shiny Suit era, first album. Talking about first album, LOX. You know what I'm saying? They been getting show money forever. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's one thing I'm gonna say about the LOX. They've been getting money in this rap shit forever. They've been doing shows for like 30 years, at least over 20 years. They can retire. Like, yo, we've been touring for the last 20, 30. This is before they even got signed to Rough Rider. This is all Bad Boy, LOX, Benjamins. So, we in the spot. Now, I'm telling you, who'd have thought this is why you stay consistent with dudes, man. This is a real conversation I'm having with you, right? He just said Mr. Ruggs, right? Mr. Ruggs walked in there with a snorkel, and their whole job was to inflict the pressure. Yo, what's up? You start acting crazy. Brooklyn cats. Who'd have thought years later he's an ambassador for a liquor that Jay-Z got? You know what I'm saying? So talking about Jay, his peoples, he do got them in good positions. The ones that played their position, that was a little patient and just thugged it out. Like I told you, I seen Jay-Z perform with the No Way Out tour. He opened up to like 300 people out there. Second album, Def Jam. He said, I'm not doing the tour no more. There was no disrespect towards Puff. He had to regroup. And that's when he made the classic third album. Boom. Definitely shout the Club Millennium, Albany, New York. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man DJ Red Alert. He was in the club. DJ K Deuce. You know what I'm saying? Gina. You know what I'm saying? Some hip hop history. And the reason why I'm saying this is because when he mentioned that was real. Like the Hardknock Life tour, that was some real shit. That shit was classic. That was a Brooklyn tour. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you had Method Man on it, Redman, X, J. You right. You had Star Locks. You had a lot of dudes as Ja Rule, and he's right. The Ja Rule that was out then was holla holla, Dolla is murder. And then he had the joint with Jay. Can I get a what? Him in the Mill. That was the song that took Jay to the top. You know what I'm saying? I know Mills on the milk carton, but that song right there was the song of the year. Before that song was the song of the year. Can I get a what? That shit with Ja Rule and Mill and Jay, that shit went commercial. That shit went crazy. That shit flew. Then after that, y'all know what came after that. The rest, the hits. You know what I'm saying? That's the Jay-Z we got now. We understand the first album. The second album, we saw on the street, but the third album is what. The third album is Jay-Z's first commercial success. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That was Jay-Z's first commercial success. And you know what I'm saying? That was definitely Jay-Z's first commercial success. And that's just some real shit, man. Definitely shout out to Jigga my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I think in hindsight of this music shit, it's all about patience. You gotta be patient. Sometimes you gotta wait your turn. You niggas, dudes don't be waiting, waiting their turn. A lot of times you can't skip the line, right? Like I just told you, Jay-Z got off of the Hard Knock Life tour. The No Way Out. And look, his next tour was his own. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z's next tour that he was on was his own. You know what I'm saying? So anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? Swiss Beats. The first time I've ever heard of Swiss Beats was on Rough Riders Anthem. Boom. Now, to the contrary, if you listen to DMX's first album, you hear a lot of, different producers. The Vacant Lot niggas, Dame Grease, name a few, right? But then you hear a guy that makes one song on the album, right? And the guy who makes the one song on the album becomes a megastar. He's a multi-millionaire right now. Swiss Beats. You know what I'm saying? Rough Riders Anthem. Then the next joint that we heard from him was that Jigga, what's my motherfucking name? Jigga, who you rolling with? Ha, my nigga. It was a rap after that. Those are the first Swiss Beats joints I ever heard. I don't know what they're doing in New York. I don't know what they're doing on side blocks. But that's the shit that was rocking, and that was part of all that tour shit. All that shit played a part to the tour. DMX, talking about DMX, Belly DMX. We talking about first two albums flying off the shelf. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Shout out to the chat. Everybody here. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. Skane, Dolla. He said a lot of things, though, that was dope in that interview. You know what I'm saying? Shit that niggas ain't know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things people didn't even know, bro. Like, I never knew the relationship between Cutmaster C and Clue. You know what I'm saying? I never knew that. Like, and think about what came from Cutmaster C. If you really think about it, in reality, who's the fat nigga that was in the Biggie Smalls movie? He came out of that camp. Uncle Murder allegedly was messing with Cutmaster C, I believe, right? And Nicki Minaj with Fendi, right? So a lot came out of, think about it, a lot of it was coming out of Queens, man. You think about this, you know what I'm saying? A lot was just coming out of that. And this was a mix from the mixtape era, the mixtape generation, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do it from the block, man. So anything is possible, right? I just told you, Jay-Z left one tour, and the next tour he was on was his own. You know what I'm saying? And that was a few months later. So every opportunity, you don't have to grab on because you think it's a good one. He could have wasted the whole year. Oh, no, the whole 4 or 5 months playing with Puff on that Bad Boy tour. But now, no, not even 4 or 5 months, but the time he was on that time, he went and regrouped to put more music together and to make more commercial shit. More shit that the people want to hear. And he caught the people. He started, you know what I'm saying? I would tell you, and this is just staying on course. Jay-Z drops Can I Get a Boom? Then at that point in time, Cash Money was on the rise. Truth. And Jay-Z was in a remix song with Juvenile. You know what I'm saying? At that time, Juvenile biggest hit. Jay-Z was on the remix. And when we be in the club and be like, I got big guns that go blah, blah, blah. That's what we used to say to him, blah, blah. So it coincided with what we were doing in the streets at that point in time. When Jay-Z said, I got big guns that go blah, blah, blah. That was to the source. So this is how Jay recreated himself into the mainstream. Because now he on Juvenile's biggest hit. He on the remix. The remix took off. Juice. He got the song with Ja and Emil. That should take it off. Woo. Then he got this joint with Swiss Beats. You know what I'm saying? So the Hard Knock Life tour was like the last of the 90s. The Hard Knock Life tour was the Tunnel. The Tunnel was on tour. That was Jay-Z brought the Tunnel on tour with him. The only nigga that wasn't from the Tunnel was DMX. DMX was on the side blocks right there, digging pockets, sick of his dog, or niggas punching niggas still in the face. He brought the last of the Tunnel on tour, man. And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. They could have violated in Buffalo. They could have did anything they wanted to do. They just was like, yo, son, like, your niggas is, you know what I'm saying? They got on their Brooklyn shit, but I ain't gonna front. Nobody got robbed. But, shit was, they walked in on some BK shit. Yo, what's up, man? Did we tell you niggas? Like, oh, You know what I'm saying? And they had a conversation after that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was the division. But you had to be on the inside to realize that you had Dame Dash business, Harlem. Others Dame Dash, I'm cool. I'm good with everybody. But then you had Jigga, who's still Brooklyn. See, you don't see what y'all see Jigga is y'all see Beyonce, the kids, and him with the little short guy. He's still Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So now you see Jigga, you really see him in the elements. He's still sunning with his mans, like he's still BK. You know what I'm saying? Like he's really Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Like he's really a Brooklyn cat, dealing with Brooklyn cats from the. Like I remember I went to. The reason why I posted that picture with my cousins. Definitely shout out to my cousin Passion Heart. You know, look at the when this COVID thing is over, he's a booking agent. You can hit him up, hype relations. That night, we went to that picture. We took that picture. There's a guy from Brownsville. I hope you're home. Killer Kev know the nigga. Basketball niggas. Fly Williams. And that night we went to the game. They gave him an award at the Barclays. I think it's Fly Williams. They say he used to be like, he used to work at the Brownsville Community Center. Out of Brownsville. You know what I'm saying? Killer Kev know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But the night we went there, Jay gave him an award, bro. You know what I'm saying? You had a bunch of cats out of the book, like World Be Free and a couple other cats that came out, but Fly Williams was just one of them type of cats who name continuously come up. Allegedly, he caught a case a few years back, got caught in a weird conspiracy. Hopefully he's home, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't let the state give him 1,000 months, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, shout out to the fucking chat. We in the fucking building. I like these interviews because I'm able to touch on some of them. And I'm just piggybacking off of it. Gina was popping. I'm just able to piggyback off of it. But yeah, Sly Williams, man. Because Kelly Kevin, you know what I'm saying, man, he a Brownsville cat. So, you know, when I talk about this Brownsville shit, you know what I'm saying, if I'm wrong, he's going to check it. See, he's going to check it. Yo, hold on, you totally wrong. He's from the Ville. It's not about being, see, now touching on being outside. See, back in the days, don't think dudes wasn't outside because they couldn't fight. Get that out your brains. A lot of dudes just couldn't come outside because the first intimidation game was getting snapped on there. A lot of dudes didn't have the emotions to get gigged on every day. So a lot of dudes go, I ain't messing, I'm gonna stay upstairs. That was a lot of cats' first exposure of not going outside. Had nothing to do with being scary. Some dudes just couldn't be getting snapped on. Some dudes didn't know how to slap box. So they didn't want to hang out in the lobby because I already got a slap box. Some dudes just didn't know how to fight. So you go down the block and y'all know that you don't have to fight with son in 3rd grade, y'all still got beef. You know what I'm saying? When they meet up on Mother Gaston, they want to fight. Some dudes, you tell them, if we go over there and you run on me, we're going to beat you up. Some dudes go, you know what? I'm going upstairs. Had nothing to do with dudes being scared. See, our outside is different from your outside. You know what I'm saying? Your outsiders was getting you young boys killed. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all think y'all have a point to prove. Yo, I'm not soft. I'm going to get bodied. I was, when you're way to heaven, you be like, yo, I wasn't scared though. I went down the block and I knew you had 4 guns. I knew you was going to shoot me, but I'm outside. That's not how this shit works, man. You got to be a thinker. Like I just told you. Think, every opportunity ain't a good opportunity. But when you get into a good opportunity, you take advantage of it. And you win. And you do it sincerely. When you do it sincerely, you win. I just told you, Jay-Z's second album, opening up for Puff, he decided, I'm not doing this. 4 or 5 months later, Hardknock Life Tour. You know what I'm saying? Second hottest rapper in America. The first one, DMX, him, the second one. No matter how you add the math up, they was both out of New York State. 2 of the hottest rappers. Then Ja Rule was creeping up on the scene back then. He was creeping. He was on the hottest song. He creeping on the scene. So shout out to fucking New York, man. Shout out to Def Jam, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Comega. Shout out to Queens, man. Comega's gonna come up too, you know what I'm saying? Redman Meth, you already know. Shout out to Jersey. Jersey City. You know what I'm saying? Illtown, you know what I'm saying? All right, see, This is the things about life, is life and life experiences. When you have life with real life experiences, you begin to see things, and you see things for what it is in real life experiences. So then you're able to say, like, oh shit, I know about that. Well, I was there. The good thing was I happened to be there. You know what I'm saying? And by me being there was a champion for me. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely a champion for me. I like that, man. Just shout out to QueensFlip and the Flipping Script. I like what they're doing over there. They're doing some dope shit. They're doing some great, unique. Check him out. He's doing some real shit because he's touching in on the era, during the era. So when he talks to a dress and he's talking to a Fat Joe, he's talking to Fat Joe Force Projects. Fat Joe, the New Fever. When he talks to dress, he's talking Black Sheep. You know what I'm saying? What was it like to go from nothing to a platinum record, a multi-platinum record? Running around with Chris Lighty, rest in peace. When he's talking to, I'm just giving you an example, Miss T, It's My Beat. He's talking about Miss T, Brooklyn or Queens, and and Bimmy, and all that whole situation when dudes first started going to Atlanta. When a lot of cats started really hitting the Atlanta scene, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And when you hear these stories, you hear how people was just young doing this, making grown decisions, getting a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? Making grown decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying in my other show, a lot of us was forced to make grown decisions because our living conditions. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So, what I'm gonna say, I have to get ready to go to work. Check out BackStage. This is no realer of a seat. This is in the movie. When he's arguing with them about the backstage, it's about me and my cousins. My cousin Hyperlation, DJ Passion. I have nothing to do with IROC situation, but shout out to IROC. Actually, someone popped in the club with with the niggas from Buffalo, and you know what I'm saying. We had to back that up, but yeah, we had to. Because the shit was crazy. Brooklyn niggas coming through and they started acting crazy and shit was crazy. We was like, oh shit. The energy. Definitely shout out to my man DJ Chris Cool. You know what I'm saying? We need to be my man DJ Chris Cool. So hope you enjoyed this, man. I just give you some backstage. I remember that tour. I remember that time. I remember that energy. You know what I'm saying? Remember that quote. Remember that time. I remember that energy. Just remember that energy. It was a different time in these streets. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, like I told you, when y'all think Jay's not Brooklyn, he's Brooklyn. That's why he don't got to run his mouth for a day and be crazy and explain himself because he look out for his people. Like I told you, Fly Williams. Y'all hop and kill a Kev Chapman. Ask him who Fly Williams. That's his man. You know what I'm saying? He's another hero of Brownsville, just like Baby Sam and the rest of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? He another hero. You know what I'm saying? We from Brownsville, that's what I'm saying. One thing about the internet is, and I'm going to tell you before I go, if you know, you know. You see how one person said, I have to say who it was. He said, Mr. Ruggs, G5. You see, I know the conversation. I know who he's talking about. That was G5 salute. I ain't got to say the name. If I say son that almost went to the NBA, or son that went to the NBA, and he worked at the Brownsville Community Center, and they got to hop in there. Yo, that's Sly Williams. That's a dude that was outside. That knows what's going on around, not outside. Because a lot of y'all don't pay attention to what's around y'all. Because how you live in a community and you don't know who lives next door to you. But you be online all day arguing with them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. A lot of y'all not paying attention. You see how G5's in? I have to say, oh yeah, that's Mr. Ruggs. Simple. Let's teach you something. This might save your life. Stop running your mouth without paying attention. You don't know who's cool with who and who's what. You don't know who's who. You might be sitting in the room flapping your gums. Like I told you, Jay-Z never show you who he with. He don't show you his street side. You see him walking around with his wife all day. He probably got 30 cats and cars riding on the side of him. that you would never expect because you don't take flicks with them. He don't post up with dudes. You don't go up to the club with them. You always see him with his professional entourage. You know what I'm saying? You don't see him with his real line of security. That's why he don't get his chain snatched and punched in the face and mushed. You understand what I'm saying? This is real talk, man. So we got to be mindful and very, very mindful of what we talk about. You know what I'm saying? Some shit is for entertainment and some shit is real talk. You know what I'm saying? Some people been through some real things in their life or seen some real things in their life. I got to experience the BackStage tour. And thank you, QueensFlip, for bringing Skane Dolla to the stage to speak his mind. Definitely shout out to my man Kev Webb. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cutmaster C. Look what came out of the whole Cutmaster C camp situation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Well, shout out to Queens. South Side, North Side, Hollis. Shout out to my man Info Minds. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, support Unique. Crown Court CV. Let's get to the get there. I got more of these shits coming because I see these interviews. I get the shit the L, boom, and I get to chime in because I was around. No, I was paying attention. I wasn't outside. I was paying attention. I was just around the right people at the right time. Salute, Louis. And that's the whole thing. Paying attention and being around the right people at the right time will always be your win. You feel what I'm saying? Now I have to go to work, but I hope you enjoyed this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Tomorrow I will be going live again in the morning. I ain't got to work. You know what I'm saying? Bless the kids, love the kids. Tell your kids to pay attention to their surroundings. That's what's going on too. We're not paying attention to our surroundings. So we're doing things not paying attention to who's who, what's what, and what's the deception. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make you a mod, Gina. I'm going to make you a mod. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to my wife, Southern Belle, my daughter, my son. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to pay attention. You're not paying. You're talking, and you're talking about, and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yo, Bobby Mercer was popping. Calvin was popping. And a lot of dudes ain't. Exactly. Go check out BackStage. That's my biggest receipt on that one. Check out BackStage. Like, damn, he was just saying that shit. There's a couple of scenes you argue with Tone, Capone, and Clue in them. He actually tells Clue in Buffalo, yo, that's the Buffalo scene. When he said, yo, man, I'm not going out there shouting out that after party. He's talking about that. You can ask, yo, yeah, that some niggas are doing, some dudes is following the tour. He said, yo, there's some guys that's following our tour doing after parties. So that's how we was fucking with the money. Cause remember, Dane Dash was on this is a Rockefeller tour and not a Def Jam tour. So you know he definitely was on. So this is Rockefeller after parties and not Rough Rider after parties. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to the Locks, X, that whole staff of Rough Riders. You know what I'm saying? They real dudes though. They pull up. They pull up to the spots. They show support to their sisters. You know what I'm saying? They peoples. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, get at me, dog. You know what I'm saying? It was a good time. Whenever my man Scar Brim was home back then, he went to the joint with the homies, him Digger Blood and Black and them niggas. It was a good time. It was a different time in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Club Millennium when Albany was popping. Shout out to everybody in Skane, Pool Ball and them niggas. At that time, the time, the energy, Flea B, you know what I'm saying? Homie LA, you know what I'm saying? If you was outside, then you know certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Every city had its city's popping. You had Club Speed, you had Real Jimmy's in the Bronx, you had certain spots at that was shaking. Definitely, you in Skane right now, definitely. Shout out to the homies, you know what I'm saying? Facts. You know what I'm saying? I caught my last case in Skane, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Definitely John Smith, we in the building, man. This is just real shit. But I have to get to work, so I'm going to have to end this joint. But definitely I appreciate y'all for coming through. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, I do have a show talking about the new government, gangs, parenting, what else I put? babies killing babies, and how is all this going to match up to this new political agenda that's going on now? How is this going to help us? We have to speak about things that's going to help us. I don't know if we're paying enough attention. You know what I'm saying? But we got to start paying attention. We don't want to. We don't want to keep causing harm to each other. You know what I'm saying? And maybe we don't know how to fix that. Like I said, in the state of Missouri, you can be 17 years old and purchase a gun. No, that means a 17-year-old with a gun is dangerous, right? If they say they're 17 years old, you're still a kid, how is I able to buy a gun? Am I right? If they say I'm still a minor at 17, I can't buy no liquor, I can't buy no tobacco products, but I could go buy a Tech 9. You know what I'm saying? That's weird, bro. So these are things that we got to talk about. You know what I'm saying? These are things that we need to talk about. So that's just another show. John Smith was in the building. We here, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't make no sense. You got to be 21 with an ID to go get some tobacco. 21 with an ID to go, but to go get a gun, yo, 17 years old, you good money. Then they wonder why these young boys is killing each other. Why? You got a gun make, you know what I'm saying? Then they got laws that protect you with these guns. So all you gotta do is go to a class, and you go to this class and they give you a card. Boom, now you got some type of, it's something that says that you went to a class. So now you know the laws of what to do and what not to do. So now the law is telling you, if you got your gun in the car and you arguing with somebody, you go get your gun and you shoot them, that's premeditated murder, we can lock you up. But if you arguing with somebody and you feel threatened or you think he about to dig or you pull your gun out and shoot him, then you're protecting yourself. They got laws and they actually sit you in a class and break down these laws to you. So out of 250 murders in St. Louis, 120 is being claimed as being justifiable. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, we have to be paying attention. I don't think we're paying enough attention. You know what I'm saying? We got to start paying attention. We have to start asking these questions. Yo, why is it I can't buy a blunt, but I could get a gun? You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, have a good one. I'm going to go live tomorrow. I love y'all, man. Yes. I'm in Missouri. That's a fact. I'm definitely in Missouri. Peace, man. Yo, Damien, I'm in Missouri. It's crazy. New York State got some tough gun laws. And for some reason, they always catch 1 million guns in New York. We got some tough laws, man. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, check out that BackStage. I love y'all, man.